Hey guys, great day to be putting up the clam. Want to know what that is? Just sit back and watch. We bought the Clam, which is a portable sunroom, basically screen room, which has pull downs that you can use. And
it's a beautiful day to set up a clam.
all right, it's like a bag for a gun.
First we unzip it.
First we unzip it. It's supposed to be really easy anyway.
So you say, do you remember how he said to do it?
Yes,
in the instructions?
he said pull it out, place it on the ground, and spread it around like a big umbrella.
The small part up, right? Wasn't it?
Yes, that part's going to be on the ground.
I thought it was the other way.
Really?
You sure?
I don't know, maybe you're right. Maybe you're
She
right.
didn't listen.
Uh-oh. I didn't listen to the instruction booklet.
Small part down.
Oh! Small part down?
Okay, once in a while she's right. When in doubt, read the instructions.
Nonetheless, I would say it was pretty simple.
Oh, I see. It goes like this.
And as you can see, it looks pretty fabulous for a Quikset. The one that we bought was the biggest model that they had, and it's got the side panels that came with it that are actually attached. So you don't have to buy any side panels, and it just naturally does its own thing. You know, you pull the pop out. So it's like each octagon, you kind of pull the pop out on it, and then you pop up the center. And I won't say it's super sturdy, but it's sturdy enough, especially for something kind of circular and big like this. But the Quickset by Clam is looking pretty good. Pretty quick and easy setup.
I like that. There must be some reason. I'm not sure.
I set up my other window. Sometimes it takes a woman. These are for the main parts, for the big one.
Come on, guys. I'll show you the inside of the Quickset pavilion. The Clam, as they call it. The Quickset by Clam.
There you go.
We'll take you in here. And this is, we got all the doors down. Of course, those
Here,
ain't
I'll
zipped.
stand on the side so they can
Those
actually
aren't.
see the tallness and how tall it is. Cause, wow, because really it's about 7 foot.
7.
I would say
That's
maybe
almost 8 feet.
Yeah, 7.
I mean,
7 or 8 feet. And
I'm 6'1",
wow, what
and
a
you
nice,
can see how much room to the ceiling that I
Nice
got.
tight
I mean,
screen
I
room.
can't even hardly touch the top. So that's at least 8 feet.
Yeah, and you can sit here and
We have,
let's see how easy.
right now we have the walls on it closed for the privacy or wind blockage or whatever. The mesh on this thing is supposed to be no-see-um fine, so you're not, even the no-see-ums are supposed to be blocked, which hopefully that's the case. We don't have these completely zipped shut, so, or velcroed, whatever. Well,
Looks
it's zipped
like
and
we-
velcroed.
Looks like
And
we might actually get some weights for the bottom of this door a little bit to like hold the flap down,
hey, that's an idea.
you know, to do something.
I like your thinking.
Good, thank you.
Let's see here.
These nice little snaps that are going over the thing, so you.
They're padded, yes.
Yeah,
They got these little like
that's pretty
padded
nice.
things to, in case I guess you bump your head or something. But as you can see, there's quite a bit of room in here. It's supposed to be 12.5 feet wide. That's about what it looks like.
Yeah, get some closer look here of this stitching because this is really good. This is
Yeah,
really
as,
nice.
as you can see,
It's
yeah,
very
it's
well formed and very well put together.
very well put together. Kind of like you, honey. Very well put together.
Very nice,
But
very nice. I like the way that
this
the
would be
screen-
very nice for us to be able to set up a table, to be able to, we could cook in here and set up a table and eat, not have to worry about the flies or the bugs. And
So how big around would you say this diameter is on the floor? Would you say?
it's 12.5 feet across.
Okay, 12.5 feet. Okay.
So
All right.
gives
yeah.
you quite a bit of, I mean, you could fit 8 people in this thing at a picnic table. And I mean, you really, there's plenty of room in here. It's
Yeah, maybe seven people.
I think my wife here kind of, she went for the big one. She's kind of spoiled, you know. I was thinking the little one, but
Who are you now?
But I don't know. I think she might have had the right idea.
You're always thinking little. I'm always thinking big.
Well, that's why she picked me. I'm big. So.
You know what it's about.
So, you know. Yeah.
We made a good choice though. The screen is very tight. I
Well,
love this. This is very, very nice.
I think we should open it all up and see what it looks like with it open. What do you think?
You could do that.
Let's pull up all the tarps and see how it looks open.
Okay. That basically, this is pretty good for any kind of picnic or outdoor outing, or even possibly the beach if maybe you got some more.
As you can see, we set it up in just a matter of minutes.
Right, deeply rooted, stems in the ground for you to be able to hold out from that beach wind, just in case things start rocking and rolling there. But other than that, I mean, a ladies' picnic, a small ladies' gathering of 5 or 6 women. This is just very, very nice. It sets up very quick, and we're also going to see how fast it breaks down. So stick with us. He's going to do the updos, and I'm going to help him.
And there's the first couple screens. Now I wonder if we can leave those up when we pack it up, or if we have to put them down. If they're not wet, you don't have to put them down, I don't think.
You know what? It might be nice to zip it down just for the purpose of, not having so many wrinkles in the mesh. Possibly. See, because you see how this is all enclosed and nice. Of course, it's just going to wrap up the way it wraps up, but like this panel is nice and neat.
You're not going to be able to avoid wrinkles, I don't think.
Yeah.
You're going to have some wrinkles.
It's really nice, and I want to let you know.
I like the windows. I didn't know it had separate little windows. That's kind of cute. I didn't even know. When we ordered it, I didn't know that, but I just ordered it because she said, it's the last one left. Get it now. So I said, okay.
So did, and you're so right, and you were so good at doing that.
I did. I clicked to buy it now.
He did. To buy it now, and that's rare on Amazon for him.
How much was this thing, honey? Do you remember?
Something that you really sweated bullets over.
I did. I think it was like $400.
I don't know. Might have been maybe a touch.
I think it was about $400, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look it up and I'll put it on the screen later.
I will tell you that, right now, what's the temperature outside, do you think? Maybe about what?
The 50s? No, 60s?
No, yeah, it's got to be at least in the high 60s.
Let's just see. We're in Florida, so we're not freezing like a lot of you folks are up north. It's just cold enough to
54.
No, that's from.
Is that from somewhere else?
It's 66 right now.
Okay, so it's 66, and I will tell you right now, it is very warm in this tent because the sun is shining through.
It is, which that I don't know could be a problem if you're in Arizona in the summertime. Might be pretty hot. So.
Yeah, you would definitely have to lift up all the values.
You'd want all the screens open to get that breeze through.
Right, but some, I mean, if you're like cold and the sun is shining through and it's like in your 50s, then this is going to be perfect. This is going to be perfect temperature like you're in air conditioning.
If you're in the mountains or something where it's in the 50s and windy and cold, you set this thing up with the walls down, it's going to feel a lot warmer. Probably raise the temperature a good 10 degrees. Right. Just this little bit of sunlight coming through, and it's warm. I can almost have sweat on my brow. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a little bit of sweat there.
So once again, we want to inform you that this is a 12 and a half.
Are we going to put the rest of these up?
No, I don't think so.
No?
So this is a 12 and a half circular, and the height is around
12.5 diameter, about 8 feet tall in the middle.
8 foot. We
But
have
here I
these
am
windows.
all the way on the end, and I'm 6'1", and I still have 3-4 inches, and I'm almost leaning against it. So,
And we have these windows.
lots of room.
And you have the bigger screen that's available to you in like seconds with it being rolled up. And it's just, I think it's very easy. I think it's gonna really
It can be a
help
complete.
us out. We learned from other campers.
We saw this on another vlogger's website.
2 people can fit in here. Maggie has plenty of room, and it is a little cozy is the right word for it.
And it was they had the smaller one, and it looked a little cramped for them. So when we looked at it and we thought, you know, should we get the little one because it's just the 2 of us? We thought about it, but then, you know, if we're cooking in there, we have a table in there, everything else, it looked like it could be a little tight. And then God forbid you have a couple more people join you, now you've got a crowded tent. This thing, we could have 4 or 5 other people join us and still have plenty of room.
The easy pop up, it's nice.
If you had company come to see you or visit with you, and they were going to spend the night, you could throw some sleeping bags down and you could sleep in this thing as a big tent. That's basically what it is. It's a big tent. You close all these walls and nobody can see in. You have your privacy. And
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you can open it completely up, and you've got your nice screen room that you get plenty of ventilation and have.
Also, the screen, once again, we're going to say it is no-seam proof and tick proof, which is very, very good. Now, the one thing that the Clam does not come with is the actual tarp flooring that you might want to select for yourself.
Yeah, you would have to. You would want to get yourself a tarp that would cover your floor, and of course bring the tarp inside so the water doesn't get inside, and then you tarp this whole bottom, and you wouldn't have to worry about any bugs because obviously some mosquitoes and stuff come out of the ground. So you would want to cover the ground if you want to be away from the bugs completely. So you tarp the ground. You could lay sleeping bags down. You could put a TV in here. I mean, you could make this a regular entertainment room.
This was almost better to put up than a pop-up tent. Just as easy.
It was faster than my little 4-man tent. I have a little 4-man tent, and it would take me twice as long to set it up as it did this thing. This thing popped up fast. It'd take you longer to roll up the things for the screen and stuff than it does to actually set it up.
I mean, you could really lay your tarp down and then get your blow-up mattress that you wanted to, and you could decorate in here a little bit and make it very cozy and nice. And that's what we have planned.
The only poles that you actually have to put in the thing are these, and those support the walls here by the front door, and they're on a screw right here. And when they come out, they fold up, and they fold up to here, and then they're just velcroed in. So
One thing that I have a problem whenever we're watching videos is the fact that you never really get a very good quick glance at the actual name that people are talking about.
the Quikset by Clam.
So we want to make sure that you understand what product we're dealing with and what we're doing, and you know what? Get it right for your clam nights.
We clam cooks. It's going to be a standing joke. The clam.
The clam.
Yeah, if you search on Amazon clam screen rooms, whatever, they'll pop up, and they've got various sizes. I think this is the large one. I don't know if they have one bigger than this or not. I don't think they did. I think this was probably.
No, this was the biggest.
My wife always goes for the biggest and the best, you know. So we got the biggest and the best. And I tell you what, after I seen how easy they set it up, because I've looked at other ones like at Walmart and such like that, and those things just look like a nightmare.
Walmart. After all, it was pretty cheap and it was pretty small, and it did take up a lot of room in the van, so we could have a room. But you know what? There was just too many things that were wrong with it. First of all, it's just a fiasco trying to put together all the poles and get them in and get everything just right. And then once you get it situated and done, the entire room is kind of flimsy. In fact, what keeps it working and what makes it work is taking the lines and pulling them tight like a tent. In our situation, we're in a lot of small places and you're going to trip over those lines, so we don't like to use tents or anything else that use lines that were going to cause us to trip. So we decided back to Walmart, that had to go. We would just do without a room on this trip.
And they look flimsy when they're set up. They don't. I've seen reviews and people just, I mean, get frustrated and take them straight back to the store. So I
This
didn't want
will
to do
not
that.
be one that you will be taking back to the store. This is actually
No.
something that's really, really, you know, firmly built. It's very nice. It's very luxury oriented for a outside.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine.
room.
It's hard to imagine that we would be disappointed with this after using it for a while. Of course, stay updated, and you'll see us use it here in the future. When we get our van, this is going to be our extra room. When we come out of the van, we'll be in this thing. This is what's going to give us our space. You
Except
know,
for our hammocks that are going to be hanging in the trees.
well, okay, we're ready to collapse. All right,
So why don't you show them there how you're going to push that one in?
what you do is you take it right here, step on the curtain like that, push in, and it pops it. Oh, they do go through the hole. You go all the way around, pop them in, and then down she comes. I think. You do this one? What do you do? This one? And you just gotta push it over. Oh, it's got the rods on the inside. Oops.
Yeah.
Mistake, we forgot a step.
You know, they reminded us about that on the...
Inside, we have side support poles. These help to secure the roof in the area where the door is so that it makes it easier. So there's a collapsible fiberglass rod, goes into a pocket on the inside, and it gets secured in there. Gives you stability for opening and closing the door. So that's setup of the Quickset screen shelter. Once again, the only thing that changes with this would be the number of sides that you have in the shelter. Quickset shelters are 4-sided in the Traveler model to 5-sided in the Venture, and then 6-sided from there on up in the Escape models, as well as then the Pavilion. From here, takedown of your shelter is once again pretty straightforward. We're going to do just the reverse. We're going to walk around the shelter, knocking those walls in all the way around. We also want to make sure those side support door pulls that I just showed you are stowed away first before we do any of this.
This is getting ugly fast. I can see this. This is why you don't want to forget this part.
An eye problem for somebody.
You see it?
Well, we were rolling along there for a minute. There we go.
Okay. And after that easy pop down, then you just gather it all up. So, gather it all up. Like this. At least this is the way I understood.
I'll get the bag. This small tip into this one.
Are you sure?
Wide one out here.
Okay.
Small tip in there.
Wide end out here.
Small tip here.
Hold on, let me get this in first. Of course, it's 2 inches too big. Okay.
Was that on it or did we make that happen?
Of what? No, the dirt was on it. When I pulled it out of the box, it had a little dirt on it. And I figure we're probably going to get it dirty anyway. So now I'm assuming that it'll fit. But you know what they say about assuming.
Nice.
And there you have it. One Quickset clam. Taken apart and put together.
I'm glad we got the last one on Amazon. I'm glad we decided to jump on that and make that choice.
Sometimes I think they say it's the last one just so you'll hurry up and buy it.
Could be.
Probably go on there today and there's 10 of them. So there you have it. Our practice setup with the clam. Today is, what, February 7th, I think? I don't know. I think it's February 7th. Oh, it's the 9th. Huh. The van's coming closer and closer. February 9th.
February 9th, 2022.
We're supposed to be getting our van 2023, probably January, maybe early February. So we're about a year off, but we're getting ready.
We are.
Every day is an adventure.
So you guys have a great day. We hope we helped you select something that was, we think, a pretty good product.